6 February, that is Tuesday, and we are here with the Hindu analysis of Tuesday. So if I'm audible, just write in the comments, yes sir, you're audible, so that we can start our session. Am I audible? मेरी आवाज आ रही है आप लोग को? Okay, so let's start. So with the important article, so here is an article with 47 votes. Champai government wins the floor test. We'll be discussing about it. The next one is Chandigarh poll incident, mockery of democracy, says Supreme Court. So these two are the important articles we will be discussing. So let's start with this one. Dekho. I hope you are aware. Recently, what happened was there was some incident that happened in the state of Jharkhand where actually so enforcement directorate was actually searching the chief minister Hemant Soren and all. And at the last moment, before being arrested, the chief minister of Jharkhand, Mr. Hemant Soren, resigned. This was in the news few days back, where he resigned. He gave the resignation to the to the governor because he believed that he will be arrested very soon. And the same thing happened. He got arrested. However, after actually before leaving his position, he had appointed, or he actually the successor, you can say. So Mr. Champai Soren was supposed to be the next chief minister. So after he resigned, he was arrested. Then actually he took the oath and he has to prove it, right? So Hemant Soren was the chief minister from 29 December 2019 to 31st January 2024. And now when the next one is being appointed, actually on 2nd February 2024, he is the new chief minister of Jharkhand. His name is Champai Soren. And of course, both actually belongs to JMM, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. ठीक है, तो ये दोनों सेम पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के हैं, झारखंड मुक्ति मोर्चा पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के नाम है. ओके, नाउ प्लीज राइट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, नीचे लिखो कि झारखंड स्टेट was carved out of Bihar in which year? कौन से साल? Actually before that Jharkhand Bihar was actually one state called as Bihar, but it got separated. So you have to tell me that in which year the Jharkhand state of Jharkhand got separated from Bihar. Please tell me. I'm waiting for your response. ठीक है, अब देखो ये क्या होता है? What is floor test? Now sometimes people ask, देखो, inside the legislative assembly you have to prove the government has to prove the majority by voting. ठीक है, तो उनको वोट करके ये मेजॉरिटी प्रूव करना है. That let's say they are saying 81 member legislative assembly है, so it means there are 81 MLAs. Okay, there are 81 MLAs and majority in absolute half mark cross करना है. So if you 81 by 2 करोगे, so it will come 40.5, right? इसका तो क्या, अगर 41 MLAs सपोर्ट कर देगा गवर्नमेंट को, if the 41 MLAs support the government, it means the government will remain there, है ना? So you need trust vote, भाई, जो floor test कहते हैं या trust vote कहते हैं. So when the new chief minister was appointed, the new chief minister was supposed to prove his majority, that yes, majority or half, more than half of the MLAs are supporting his government. And when the elections voting happened, 47 MLAs supported him, है ना? So 47 MLAs voted in favor of the trust motion. And how much it is required? 41 required है, तो उससे ज़्यादा ही हो गया, ठीक है? So that is what you should be knowing it. Yes, Ramesh and Shubhraj, you are right. Actually, 15th November 2000 is the year in which the state of Jharkhand was carved out from Bihar. ठीक है? So that is what you should be knowing it. ठीक है? So this one is this is the state of Bihar currently, and this is the state of Jharkhand. ठीक है? Now, so earlier we had Bihar and Jharkhand, जो था same था, like that. So this was called as Bihar. Now we have separated it. Bihar and Jharkhand has been separated and all. ठीक है? Okay. And so you're watching this class. नीचे जाना एक link दिया हुआ है, one-on-one counseling session का. Click here and you will get this form. Please, everyone should fill this Google form. ठीक है? Now the next is Chandigarh poll incident, mockery of democracy, says Supreme Court. Now I hope you are aware of this because this was very much in the news and all. Chandigarh mayor election, obvious that presiding officer defaced ballot paper. This is murder of democracy. That is what the Supreme Court said. तो एक्चुअली क्या हुआ था कि चंडीगढ़ में मेयर का इलेक्शन हो रहा था. यू अंडरस्टैंड, मेयर है ना, जो आई हैव टोल्ड यू देयर आर 3 tiers गवर्नमेंट, है ना, फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर. सो थर्ड ईयर गवर्नमेंट में ही होता है म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन, है ना, अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज. इन दैट यू विल फाइंड मेयर आल्सो वन ऑफ द पोस्ट इन अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज. सो द इलेक्शंस वाज हैपनिंग एक्चुअली फॉर मेयर, एंड देयर इज एन एलिगेशन अगेंस्ट द पोलिंग ऑफिसर जो रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर थे, इनके खिलाफ ये एलिगेशन है कि he actually I mean, he was not neutral or something. I mean, he deliberately did something actually which favored one political party and all. And there was camera which I mean installed inside the office and all, because of which things happen and all. So actually, let's wait for it, because yes, it is the judiciary who should finally decide whether he is guilty or not. I mean, however, the Supreme Court has orally said this, that this is murder of democracy, and I mean, he should be prosecuted. Prosecuted मतलब क्या होता है? Prosecuted मतलब initiate a case against the person, against the officer concerned. तो चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया ने ये कहा कि इन पर केस चलना चाहिए, जो इनके पर इल्जाम है वो बहुत सीरियस हैं, सो द एलिगेशन इज सीरियस, एंड ऑफ कोर्स case should be initiated against the officer concerned for actually these things and all. So let's wait for that, and let's wait for the final judgment to come and all. So but just have an idea about these things. Okay, and so that is what the chief justice has said, that where there is a cross at the bottom, the returning officer puts into the tray and all. So these are the things. मतलब इन पर ये सब इल्जाम लगे हैं कि the returning officer was not neutral and he favored some one political party and all. So these things were in the news. So let's wait for the final judgment to come and all. Then we will be discussing in detail. Shivraj Dwivedi, we will assign a separate class. ठीक है? So कि आप बोल रहे हो ना कि you have issues in MHCT filling the form. So we will tell the team concerned and all regarding it. ठीक है? Okay. Just before moving on, so download our app. Go to CLAT section. Go to talk to counselor. Click on this. ठीक है? And you will get to know more about our courses. फिर 2 फरवरी से 11 फरवरी तक we'll be having all India open mock for CLAT 2025. So do attempt it. That would be very, very beneficial. Then 11 फरवरी को 6 PM पे we'll be having a session, how to start preparing for CLAT 2025 with Nivedita ma'am. So do join it, live interactive workshop. 2025 का we'll be having a course, comprehensive course. So do join this. If you have any query, call on this number 953889567 पे. Similarly, we have the test series for 2024. Now the next one is a critical view of the sanitation miracle in rural India. अब देखो sanitation से related बात हो रही, so there is a question for you. This is actually, I have taken it from the same passage. Please read the question and answer it. I'm waiting for your response. In the past decade, improving sanitation coverage has been one of the key public policy miracles in India. Access to water and sanitation is goal X in the 17 Sustainable Development Goals envisaged by the United Nations. What is X? SDG 3, 6, 9, 10. So कौन से सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स में एक्सेस टू वाटर, क्लीन वाटर एंड सैनिटेशन की बात कही गई है? Can anyone tell me? Because sustainable development goals are very important and you are supposed to know it. And it was established in 2015. The target is to be achieved by 2030. There are 17 sustainable development goals. Yes, the right answer is SDG 6. Yani B is the right answer. And yes, Ramesh, Shubhraj, Dwivedi, you all are right. Clean water and sanitation is the right answer. तो ये पूरे सारे sustainable development goals इसमें से SDG 6 talks about clean water and sanitation, and this is what the author is talking about. फिर author ने और भी बहुत सारी बात की है. So he is giving some example of, let's say, Center Rural Sanitation Program was launched in the past. Then Total Sanitation Campaign was launched. Then he is talking about Swachh Bharat Mission to make India open defecation free by October 2019. Now what exactly it is? ODF क्या होता है? So basically, Swachh Bharat Mission के अंदर, when it was started in 2014, there was a target that by 2nd October 2019. Why 2nd October 2019 so important? देखो, 2nd October 1869 जो है गांधी जी बर्थडे. Okay. So if you add 150 years, it becomes 2nd October 2019. So the target was that before 2nd October 2019, India should achieve ODF. ये मैंने पढ़ाया भी है ना? Okay, so open defecation free का target था. अब देखो इसमें होता है कि open defecation free मतलब no one should be defecating in open. They should be using toilet. यानी वॉशरूम जा करके जाना है, टॉयलेट जाना है, ना कि मतलब खेत में या मैदान में वॉशरूम जाना है. Okay. So that is what basically, especially in rural areas, there was very much prevalent that instead of toilet, people used to go to the agricultural fields for washroom or toilet purpose, which is actually quite unhygienic, and it will cause a lot of diseases, problems and all. And that is why ODF जो target है वो बहुत important था. So that is what is being talked about here under Swachh Bharat Mission and all. ठीक है? Again, the world's largest initiative was launched by PM Modi in 2014 to achieve open defecation free by 2nd October 2019. the 150th birthday of Mahatma Gandhi ji. ठीक है? So these things you should be knowing it. And according to the information given by Government of India, sanitation coverage in the country, देखो बता ये रहे कि 39% पहले था, 100% sanitation coverage हो गया. That is what they have said and all. So ठीक है? So these are the things. फिर और भी बहुत सारे सर्वे का परसेंटेज बता रहे, इतना नहीं याद रखना है, because you are not supposed to remember each and every percentage data and all. They are quoting some data of some states कि यहाँ ऐसा performance था, यहाँ ऐसा performance था. High non-use of toilets in Gujarat was this and all. देखो कई जगह नॉन यूज ऑफ टॉयलेट्स भी है कि टॉयलेट बन गया लेकिन यूज नहीं किया गया, तो उसके कई सारे रीजन बताए गए नॉन यूज. ओके, जैसे कहीं वाटर नहीं अवेलेबिलिटी है, कहीं बिहेवियरल चेंज की बात भी कही गई है कि बिहेवियरल चेंज कराना होगा, तो कहीं पे लिखा होगा, आई हैव रेड इट समवेयर, दे माइट हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट. ठीक है, मतलब क्या है कि पीपल स्टिल फॉलो द ओल्ड कस्टम्स. तो अगर बहुत सारे लोग विलेज एरिया में वॉशरूम नहीं जाते हैं, दे गो टू द एग्रीकल्चरल फील्ड टू डू वॉशरूम एंड ऑल. So that's a behavior which they are following it for many years. So I mean we need to teach them that no, this is not correct. If you are going to agricultural field for washroom purpose or toilet purpose, that's not correct. You should go to the toilet where the toilet is built, है ना, and there should be water provided and all these things. Otherwise it will be very unhygienic. So behavioral change भी बहुत important है, and the author has talked about it also. So इसके लिए क्या होगा, ads campaign कराना होगा, ads campaign awareness generation that yes, if you are actually not using the toilet and you are defecating in open, it will cause a lot of problems, health disease, health issues and all, है ना. Social norms prevent toilet use on the premises, the facilities used for bathing and washing clothes. तो बहुत बार कपड़ा धोने के लिए खाली यूज किया था, टॉयलेट के पर्पस के लिए यूज नहीं किया जा रहा है. Then the author is talking about Jal Jeevan Mission. Now this is also very much we have discussed it. So the Ministry of Jal Shakti, है ना, so that has come up with this initiative of Jal Jeevan Mission. ये भी मैंने earlier I have discussed it, where actually the target is by the end of 2024 all the households in rural India should be provided clean, safe and adequate drinking water. ठीक है, मतलब क्या हुआ, 2024 तक हर गांव में in every rural areas और rural household मतलब क्या था, फैमिली, हर घर पे, गांव के हर घर में पानी का कनेक्शन हो, टैप वाटर कनेक्शन should be there, है ना. वाटर कनेक्शन, टैप वाटर कनेक्शन is very important. Why? Then only you will be able to get clean water for, let's say, bathing purpose, for drinking purpose and all. ठीक है, so इससे this will ensure healthy India, है ना. Okay, because health is very important, right? Then only, of course, when people will be healthy, there will be less disease, more contribution to economy, more GDP growth, right? Like that and all. ठीक है, so that is why you should be knowing about these things, है ना. हर घर जल करके initiative है, जल जीवन मिशन and all. Okay. So these are some of the initiatives. Then he is saying around 10 crore toilets were constructed between 2014 to 19. ठीक है, so 2014 से 19 के 10 crore toilet बनाए गए, है ना. देखो, he is talking about collective behavioral change, which I was saying, कि है ना, we need to bring the behavioral change also, कि घर में टॉयलेट है तो भी जा रहे हैं एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड में, ऐसा भी होता है. Why? Because we need to teach the person who has been using the agricultural field for washroom for many years. We have to tell them that no, it's wrong, it's not correct, है ना. So this can be done with the help of ads, है ना, with the help of creating awareness and all. So some celebrities can also be used for creating awareness and all. So these are the things, है ना, being talked about. Now side में एक article थी, honor and exception. I hope you are aware of Bharat Ratna. Bharat Ratna is actually India's highest civilian award. Highest civilian award. ठीक है. Now, so this year Bharat Ratna has been given to two prominent people, है ना. So one is the L.K. Advani, the other one is Karpuri Thakur. ठीक है, so दो लोगों को दिया गया है. One is Karpuri Thakur, which was announced few days back, the ex-chief minister of Bihar. ठीक है, and another one is actually recently it was announced L.K. Advani, one of the founders of the BJP, है ना, Bharatiya Janata Party, and one of the top most leaders once, है ना. So these are the things you should be knowing about it. Now since I am talking about Karpuri Thakur, he was famously known as what? लोक नायक, जन नायक, नेताजी, आयरन मैन. ये सब पता होना चाहिए. देखो आप कार्पुरी ठाकुर एंड एलके एडवानी इन द न्यूज, सो गो एंड रीड देयर विकिपीडिया पेज. जाके इनका विकिपीडिया पेज पढ़िए, यहाँ से क्वेश्चन उठाते हैं, मैंने देखा है. सो दे पिक क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम हियर. इनका निक नेम क्या था कार्पुरी ठाकुर का? जन नायक. यस, शुभराज द्विवेदी, यू आर राइट. लोक नायक जो था ना वो जयप्रकाश नारायण का था, लोक नायक जयप्रकाश नारायण, है ना. एंड कार्पुरी ठाकुर का जन नायक है. सो बी इज द राइट आंसर. नेताजी तो सुभाष चंद्र बोस के लिए यूज किया जाता था. आयरन मैन एक्चुअली इज सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, है ना. सो द राइट आंसर इज बी. यस, शुभराज द्विवेदी. यस, Yes, Ramesh. Yes, good, very good. हाँ. So he was actually the chief minister 2 times. एक 1971 भी रहे थे और एक 1977 से 79 भी रहे थे. 2 बार रहे थे CM. ठीक है. 70, 71 and 77, 79. ठीक है. And he was given Bharat Ratna recently and all. So these things you should be knowing about it. तो लिखा ना कि he was given posthumously मतलब after his death. After his death because he died in 1988. ठीक है उस वक्त. So he is and 2024 में I mean 23rd January 2024 this was announced. So that will be considered as posthumous award है ना, यानी डेथ के बाद दिए जाने वाला. So yeah, the right answer is B. Yes, Ramesh Rishi Kumar Jha, you all are right. And LK Advani has been the former deputy chief minister है ना, deputy prime minister. So when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the prime minister, he was the deputy prime minister and a co-founder of the BJP and RSS and all. ठीक है. He was instrumental in Ram Janmabhoomi. तो इनको थोड़ा Wikipedia, please go and read it. And in 1984 elections, BJP got 2 seats. ठीक, और 1996 में BJP became the largest party. So it is said that one of the largest credit actually has been credit has been given to LK Advani for actually taking BJP for the rise of BJP and all. ठीक है. So just go and read it. Okay. Let's move on further to the next article. And Uttar Pradesh model to tackle malnutrition. अब malnutrition क्या होता है? You understand what is malnutrition? मतलब हाँ, कुपोषण जिसको हम लोग हिंदी में कहते हैं. So if there is actually deficiency of nutrients inside the body of a child or a person, that's called as malnutrition. ठीक है. So Uttar Pradesh is an example of importance of women's empowerment in tackling malnutrition by supporting community-based micro enterprise led by self-help groups. ठीक है. तो उन्होंने एग्जांपल दिया है उत्तर प्रदेश का कि SHG समझते हो ना, सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप, जो वुमेन जनरली वुमेन के द्वारा सम ग्रुप्स होते हैं ना. So that's SHG actually has been very much instrumental in ensuring that malnutrition should be reduced है ना. These enterprises produce fortified and nutritious food for pregnant breastfeeding mothers and children, provided as take-home ration through the ICDS program. अब देखो, एक ICDS program ये बहुत famous है actually. Started in 1975 during Indira Gandhi time. So integrated child development scheme was actually to provide nutritional meals, preschool education, primary health care, immunization, health checkup, referral services for under 6 years of a child and mothers. तो इसका टारगेट क्या है कि 0 से 6 साल के बच्चे के लिए और मदर्स के लिए, जो उसकी मम्मी के लिए, क्या क्या प्रोवाइड करना? न्यूट्रिशनल मील, यानी खाना जो कि मतलब अच्छा हाई न्यूट्रिशन फूड फॉर द 0 से 6 ईयर ओल्ड चाइल्ड एंड मदर. प्री स्कूल एजुकेशन, देखो स्कूल नर्सरी स्टार्ट होता है ना, तो प्री नर्सरी का भी कॉन्सेप्ट होता है ना, बिफोर द स्कूल, लाइक प्ले स्कूल टाइप थिंग है ना. प्राइमरी हेल्थ केयर है ना, जो देयर आर हेल्थ केयर ऑफ 3 टाइप, प्राइमरी हेल्थ केयर, देन सेकेंडरी हेल्थ केयर एंड लेट्स से टर्शियरी हेल्थ केयर. तो प्राइमरी हेल्थ केयर समझ लो कि ब्लॉक लेवल पर है ना, हेल्थ केयर देयर शुड बी स्मॉल लेवल हॉस्पिटल्स एंड ऑल. इम्यूनाइजेशन इन वैक्सीन प्रोवाइड है ना. देन वी हैव हेल्थ चेकअप्स है ना. सो दीस आर द आइडियाज दैट वर देयर इन द ICDS है ना. Launched by Morarji Desai. I mistakenly said Indira Gandhi. Please correct it. है ना. नहीं, sorry. Launched in 1975 by Indira Gandhi. Yes, and later discontinued by Morarji Desai, but again it was relaunched. ठीक है. So it's correct. 1975 started by Indira Gandhi. ठीक है. अब देखो इसमें बहुत सारी चीज लिखा है ना. So these are the things they are talking about. मैंने यहाँ पर लगा भी दिया आपके लिए, जैसे इंक्लूडिंग न्यूट्रिशन, सप्लीमेंट्री, इम्यूनाइजेशन. तो इम्यूनाइजेशन के लिए जो ना वैक्सीन प्रोवाइड किया जाता है, जैसे पोलियो के लिए वैक्सीन, डिप्थेरिया, टेटनस, ट्यूबरक्लोसिस, मीजल्स एंड ऑल. वैक्सीन इसका तो आपने बहुत सुना होगा, पोलियो के लिए वैक्सीनेशन एंड ऑल, इम्यूनाइजेशन ड्राइव है ना. देन हेल्थ चेकअप्स फॉर 0 to 6 ईयर ओल्ड चाइल्ड, ये भी बात होती है ना. नॉन फॉर्मल प्री स्कूलिंग एजुकेशन एंड ऑल आल्सो है ना. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स ठीक which comes under ICDS. तो इन्होंने बताया ये है, ऑथर ने बताया है कि the author is giving an example of Uttar Pradesh where actually the self-help group has been very much instrumental in ensuring malnutrition, fighting malnutrition led by self-help group, जिसमें ICDS प्रोग्राम को का काफी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल रहा है ना. So to ensure these enterprise produce fortified and nutritious food. Fortified मतलब क्या होता है? Food fortification एक कॉन्सेप्ट होता है, इसमें होता ही है where actually food में ना nutrients ऐड किया जाता है. जैसे मान लो विटामिन ए ऐड कर लिया गया, विटामिन बी ऐड कर लिया गया, then other nutrients were added. ठीक है. So that's called as food fortification, so that if person will eat, the person will get more nutrition as compared to the normal food है ना. तो ICDS प्रोग्राम के अंदर जो राशन वगैरह ये सब प्रोवाइड किया था ना, उसको इंश्योर करने के लिए, उसका प्रॉपर इंप्लीमेंटेशन के लिए सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स ने बहुत अच्छा इफेक्टिवली काम किया. इज गिविंग सम एग्जांपल. ठीक है. सो दैट इज व्हाट ICDS प्रोग्राम आपको पता होना चाहिए है ना, इंटीग्रेटेड चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट स्कीम एंड ऑल. So these are the things being talked about. Engaging women from the community to run the home ration production unit is a game changer. तो उनके ऑथर के हिसाब से अगर वुमेन को इन्वॉल्व किया जाए कम्युनिटी प्रोग्राम में एंड जैसे सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप बना दिया जाए वुमेन का टू इंश्योर दैट होम राशन प्रोवाइड किया जाए, है ना, टू टेक होम राशन प्रोडक्शन यूनिट एंड ऑल. So they said कि हाँ, if with the help of self-help group actually if the rations are provided then it would be more successful and all. These are the things author is talking about, है ना. तो पहले उन्होंने सेंट्रलाइज मॉडल, देखो डिसेंट्रलाइज मॉडल हमेशा अच्छा माना जाता है. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर इन डेमोक्रेसी डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ पावर इज कंसिडर्ड एज वेरी गुड. तो जितना नीचे पावर फ्लो होता है ना, जितना नीचे से नीचे तबके पर, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल सेंटर से स्टेट, देन स्टेट से लोकल यूनिट्स, लोकल गवर्नमेंट से सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप. So if the power flows downward, decentralization of power happens, it is considered as very good in democracy and it ensures that more effective governance would take place, है ना. तो इसीलिए वो बात करें कि पहले जो है सेंट्रलाइज मॉडल था, now we are actually following the decentralized model where actually self-help group led by women are actually responsible for ensuring the specified ration food and also these are the things being talked about. ठीक है. Okay. Now. Shobhraj Dwivedi, you are asking this. देखो कोई बच्चा पूछा, देखो earlier we had an organization called as CSO and another called as NSSO. Both got merged to form NSO. ठीक है, in 2019. ठीक है. So now GDP estimation is done by NSO, National Statistical Office, which comes under MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. ठीक है, you got it, Shobhraj Dwivedi? I've explained your answer. So if someone is asking which organization estimates GDP, so the answer is NSO. National Statistical Office. Okay, अब एक साइड में आर्टिकल थी, फर्स्ट द ग्रोथ ऑफ Sinn Féin in Northern Ireland is significant in itself. अब ये कौन है आप जानते हैं थोड़ा सा, then you will understand it. पहले तो हम लोग मैप समझते हैं. So here is India, this is, यहाँ पे हम लोग चलते हैं इस रीजन में. ठीक है, so let's zoom it. अब ये वाला जो रीजन है ना, अब देखो this is actually, इसको हम लोग यूनाइटेड किंगडम कहते हैं. This is called as यूनाइटेड किंगडम. और ये वाला जो रेस्ट, ये वाला जो आयरलैंड है. ठीक है, ये तो आयरलैंड हो गया. सो आयरलैंड इज अ सेपरेट कंट्री नाउ. वंस इट वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ यूके. ठीक है, अब देखो जो ये वाला हिस्सा है ना, दिस पोर्शन, ये वाला दिस पोर्शन, लेट मी राइट इट विद सम अदर पेन. ये वाला जो पोर्शन है, दिस पोर्शन इज कॉल्ड एज नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड. तो इसी की बात हो रही है. ओके, so northern Ireland नाम में आयरलैंड है, but it is not a part of Ireland, rather it is a part of United Kingdom. ये आपको समझना है पहले. ठीक है, so this one is Northern Ireland, this is a part of United Kingdom, not a part of Ireland. हालांकि इसका नाम Northern Ireland है. ठीक है, अब देखो if you go back to the history, even this region, this was also a part of UK. So उसमें इंडिपेंडेंस का मूवमेंट चला है ना. ठीक है, ब्रिटिश रूल इन आयरलैंड, है ना, in 12th century, since 12th century. और फाइनली अगर आप देखोगे, if you see it carefully, initially formed as a dominion called Irish Free State in 1922, the Republic of Ireland became a fully independent nation in 1949, and Northern Ireland still remains a part of UK as a constituent territory. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. This is what I have said, that this was, Ireland was also a part of UK, but over a period of time, 1920s से finally 1949 में, 1920s में initially, but fully 1949 में Ireland became a separate state. However, this portion, Northern Ireland, is still a part of UK. Okay, ये समझ में आ गया. I hope it's very simple, crystal clear. Yes, मोहम्मद आश, you are right. हाँ, अब देखो इसमें है क्या चीज कि जो रिसेंटली जो इलेक्टेड हैं, द राइज ऑफ Sinn Féin, एक्चुअली फर्स्ट नेशनलिस्ट, फर्स्ट मिनिस्टर ऑफ नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड. So she is actually became the head of the Northern Ireland, and she is nationalist in the sense that she has actually linked with Irish Republican Army. So why is Irish Republican Army so important? Because it is the same, अगर आप देखोगे लिखा ना, Sinn Féin who has won the election, actually she continues to be, it is associated with Irish Republican Army. Now this is the same army which actually fought against the British occupation. ठीक है, तो जो आयरलैंड में जब ब्रिटिश ऑक्यूपेशन हुआ था, जो आयरलैंड ने फाइट किया था ब्रिटिश के अगेंस्ट कि वी वांट टू बिकम एन इंडिपेंडेंट, तो इसमें IRA का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल था. ठीक है, एंड IRA एक्चुअली Irish Republican Army से लिंक्ड एक लेडी है, Sinn Féin, एंड शी हैज बिकम द हेड, फर्स्ट नेशनलिस्ट, फर्स्ट मिनिस्टर कहते हैं उसको. ठीक है, दे कॉल दिस एज फर्स्ट मिनिस्टर. ठीक है, बट स्टिल नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड इज स्टिल अ पार्ट ऑफ, in fact Northern Ireland is still part of UK. That is what you should be knowing it. Clear? Is it clear, guys? Yes or no? सर डार्डेनेल्स कहाँ पर है? डार्डेनेल्स यू विल फाइंड इट इन टर्की, नियर टर्की। यहाँ पर मिलेगा डार्डेनेल्स। Someone is asking it, that's why I'm explaining. When you get a chance to visit from Mediterranean Sea to Sea of Marmara, you will get Dardanelles, state of Dardanelles. ठीक है? Okay, so let's move on further. The road to a healthy democracy, opinion में. So now the author is talking about the 100th year of independence India to be celebrated as Viksit Bharat and all. देखो, अब क्या है कि on 15th August 2022 we celebrated 75 years of independence. ठीक है? And 15th August 2047 will be celebrated as 100 years of independence. ठीक है? So इसके बीच के समय को government has actually called it as Amrit Kal. This is what the government has said. ठीक है? And the Prime Minister has also said that when we will be celebrating 100 years of independence, we will be a Viksit Bharat. मतलब means we will be a developed nation. So currently we are a developing nations. But by in the end of 2047 we will become a developed nation. ठीक है? Yes, good. हाँ, Shubhraj Dwivedi, Mohammad Arsh, yes. So we believe that this was the promise that by the end of 15 August 2047 it will become a Viksit Bharat, a developed country. That is what the author is talking about. Author is talking about Chandrayaan, universities, entrepreneurship, है ना? So these are the things being talked about. And then he's talking about demographic dividend. We are having 1.4 billion population. Demographic मतलब क्या होता है? Demographic is related with population. Dividend जो होता है ना, किसी तरह के benefit से relate होता है. So we are having a huge youth population. तो हमारी कंट्री में जो 1.4 बिलियन पॉपुलेशन उसमें से एक बड़ी तादाद जो है वो यूथ है ना? ऐसे कहा जाता है कि ऑलमोस्ट 65% ऑफ द पीपल आर लेस देन 35 इयर्स ऑफ एज, है ना? सो दे आर वेरी यंग पीपल एंड ऑल. ठीक है? अच्छा, तो इंडिया का जो मीडियन एज है ऑन एन एवरेज एज है वो 29 इयर्स है. सो वी आर एक्चुअली वेरी यंग नेशन. So it means we are having a main demographic dividend where if the youths are provided skills like this education, health अच्छा दिया जाए, so it will create a lot of GDP growth, है ना? तो जब जवान लोगों की आबादी आते रहेगी, बिकॉज यूथ ना वर्क करता है ना, ओल्ड एज पॉपुलेशन, ये चाइल्ड जो वर्क करके इकोनॉमी में प्रोडक्टिविटी नहीं दे सकते हैं. यंग पीपल गिव प्रोडक्टिविटी इन इकोनॉमी, राइट? So that is what the idea, that since we are having huge youth population, so if they are provided education and skill, they will cause more and more GDP growth. But yes, उसमें condition ये है कि we have to provide education and skill. अगर education, skill और health sector में improvement नहीं होगा तो फिर नहीं फायदा होगा. ठीक है? So that is what we should be talking about. ठीक है? So then he's talking about artificial intelligence. India's healthcare sector is at the cost of transformation, potentially giving rise to new health sector and all. So these are the things. Artificial learning, machine learning की बात कर रहे हैं. Now, then another article, how the higher autonomy of panchayats leads to better health outcomes. देखो, मैंने आपको बताया कई बार कि democratic decentralization is considered as very good. हमेशा पावर नीचे जाना चाहिए. So the more the power flows down, the more strong the democracy is, the more effective the governance is. जैसे ना, पावर नीचे सेंटर से स्टेट पे गया, पावर स्टेट से लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट में गया, लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट में, इसी के अंदर ग्राम सभा वगैरह में जनता के पास गया. So it is saying that if the panchayats are more autonomous, but more less influenced by the external government या state government and all, then it leads to better health outcomes. तो ये इस पर आर्टिकल है ना? So इस पर कुछ फैक्ट्स वगैरह उन्होंने बताया है. तो ऑटोनमस एक और सेंस में कि पंचायत अपना टैक्स कलेक्शन कर पाए, उस टैक्स से वो जो है कुछ इफेक्टिव काम कर सके लोकल एरियाज में. So that is what the idea is, that if there is more, if we strengthen the grassroots democracy, the more stronger the more effective the health outcome. Health outcome का मतलब क्या होता है? मतलब कि infant mortality rate, child mortality rate, maternal mortality rate would go down. ये मतलब हुआ ना? आउटकम क्या है? कि लोग जैसे बच्चे की मौत हो जा रही है वो कम हो, है ना? चाइल्ड मोर्टेलिटी रेट कम हो, लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी शुड गेट इंक्रीज्ड, मैटरनल मोर्टेलिटी रेट कम हो, है ना? सो दीस आर द थिंग्स द ऑथर इज टॉकिंग अबाउट. देन म्यांमार सिविल वॉर इन इंडियाज इंटरेस्ट. सो हियर इज एन आर्टिकल टॉकिंग अबाउट इट. अब देखो, आपको ये पता होगा, देखो कि ऑन 1 February 2021 the military coup happened. Okay, so when military coup happened, what happened was that democratically elected government of Aung San Suu Kyi was removed. The military came to power. ये सब मैंने डिस्कस किया पहले. लेकिन अब इसमें इशू क्या है कि together with military there are other armed militant groups who are fighting, who are actually capturing areas. तो इसमें एक तरह का civil war type something situation is there. Civil war मतलब गृह युद्ध, है ना? मतलब है कि there is a war within the country where the two groups are fighting and all. देखो लिखा ना है कि द ऑंग सांग सू की गवर्नमेंट इन फरवरी 2021 गॉट टॉपल्ड, है ना, and then we are having different organizations, and this Arakan army is there and all different things. This Arakan army के बारे में, so this is also fighting the government, the Myanmar's military. So different armed groups have captured some area and the other. कुछ कुछ हिस्सा किसी ने कैप्चर कर रखा, कुछ कुछ। अब देखो उसमें क्या है, बहुत सारी चीज। तो ये इंडियाज इंटरेस्ट क्यों, देखो यहाँ पे इन्होंने मैप भी बनाया, इंडिया का क्या इंटरेस्ट है। तो इसमें एक जो इंटरेस्ट है वो है कालादान मल्टी मॉडल प्रोजेक्ट, वी कॉल इट एज, है ना। जैसे मैं एग्जाम्पल से बता रहा हूँ, कालादान multi-modal project. Okay, now what is that? Now here is, जैसे मान लो आपको कोलकाता से you want to go from कोलकाता to Aizawl. Aizawl is Mizoram's capital. तो आप कैसे जाओगे? You will go like this. अगर आपको ट्रक से भेजवाना है सामान, so and it is a very difficult. Now the reason is, if you see, if you are aware of the geography, this region is actually highly mountainous. यहाँ पे पहाड़ियां बहुत होती हैं, तो जाना बहुत मुश्किल है वहां से वहां तक, ठीक है। Now, so the government has some other plan, and the plan is, this is our plan कि कोलकाता से शिप से सामान यहाँ चला जाए। सेतवे पोर्ट इज देयर इन म्यांमार। फ्रॉम हेयर, यहाँ पर एक कालादान रिवर है ना, ये कालादान इज अ रिवर। तो सेतवे से पलेटवा, एंड देन फ्रॉम हाईवे से, फ्रॉम पलेटवा देयर इज अ हाईवे टू आइजवाल, ठीक है, एंड दैट दिस इज द रिवर कॉल्ड एज कालादान, एंड फ्रॉम हेयर द नेम हैज बीन गिवन द कालादान मल्टी मोडल प्रोजेक्ट। ओके, so that is what you should be knowing it. तो अब यहाँ से यहाँ, यहाँ से यहाँ, यहाँ से पहुंच गए। ओके, now but there is an issue is that कि सबसे पहले तो पीस होना चाहिए ना इस रीजन में। if there is no peace in this region we cannot go here this, है ना। अगर जिस रास्ते से आप जा रहे हो अगर वहां पीस नहीं है तो आप थोड़ी ना उस रास्ते से जाओगे। so now there is an issue that yes there have been news that कि Arakan army ने इस रीजन में कैप्चर किया ना। a few weeks ago the Arakan army captured Paletwa in the Chin state। तो ये जो Paletwa region है, this has been captured by Arakan army। So now, I mean, there's doubtful that, I mean, this would be a peaceful zone. Okay, कोई guarantee नहीं है, so the conflict might happen, the military might attack and all. So when there is no actually peace, there is very difficult for us to believe that this project would be successful for now. So in fact, this is affecting us also. तो अगर पड़ोस में कुछ होता है ना तो अपने कंट्री पे असर पड़ता है, yes, है ना, because yes, this is one example. Then another example was कि अगर म्यांमार में कुछ conflict हो रहा था, a lot of times people actually moves. They crosses the border illegally, है ना, and they are going to Manipur, Mizoram and all, and sometimes the situation becomes worse in our own state because of the neighbor and all. तो पड़ोस की मुल्क की वजह से हमारी स्टेट में भी असर पड़ता है। So these are the things being talked about. So always remember whenever there is, so इसीलिए कहा था कि peaceful neighborhood is very important, है ना, in foreign policy. Peaceful neighborhood is very important. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कह सकते कि पड़ोस में कुछ हो रहा तो हमको थोड़ी ना फर्क पड़ेगा, लेकिन नहीं फर्क पड़ता है। It might affect, yes. So it might cause refugee crisis, it might affect the development and all. So that is why it is very important for a country to have a peaceful neighbor, है ना, कि पास पड़ोस में कुछ ऐसा गड़बड़ चीज नहीं हो रहा, because it affects us, है ना। तो क्या बात किया ना कालादान, इंडिया प्रपोज कालादान मल्टी मॉडल प्रोजेक्ट, है ना, ये वाला जो लाइन। So these are the things being talked about here. Okay, हाँ। Quiet summit more likely after US polls on November, says envoy. तो actually क्या हुआ था? Last year, we invited US President Joe Biden for the Republic Day, as a Republic Day chief guest, and there was supposed to happen a quiet summit, but he actually declined. He did not come. And then after we invited Emmanuel Macron, the French president and all. So basically, you should be knowing it, that अभी हुआ क्या इस article में? Actually, the Chinese ambassador, US ambassador to India, Eric Garcetti, was actually invited at a Jaipur Literature Festival, where he was giving some speech. There he said कि क्वाड will happen most likely after the elections. तो इलेक्शन के बाद जो यूएस में इलेक्शन होने जा रहा है उसके बाद क्वाड की समिट होगी। ओके, आई होप यू आर अवेयर ऑफ क्वाड, है ना। इंडिया, जापान, ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड यूएसए हैव मेड अ थिंग कॉल्ड एज क्वाड, क्वाड्रिलैटरल सिक्योरिटी डायलॉग, क्वाड्रिलैटरल सिक्योरिटी डायलॉग, ठीक है। ओके, यस। Now there's another article, 7 judge bench to hear the pleas on SC/ST subgroups. अब देखो इसमें क्या है कि जैसे we have in OBC we have having concept of creamy layer. So in OBC not everyone can get reservation. If your parents is earning more than 8 lakh per annum, you cannot get reservation, है ना, per year. Similarly, there was proposal to have sub-categorization of OBC. तो इसी तरह SC/ST में there is no such OBC layer concept. So the people have filed a petition कि उसमें भी कुछ मतलब creamy layer का concept होना चाहिए, where the rich among the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes should not be getting reservation. those who are actually affluent within the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe should not be getting reservation. This should be only for those who are weaker in the SC STs, है ना? So उसके लिए एक petition. So 7 judge bench will hear this matter and all. ठीक है? इसमें देखिएगा क्या होता है. Then this is very 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 important. India win big at Grammys. Shakti takes home honors and all. अब देखोगे शंकर महादेवन जाकिर हुसैन actually won this award. Grammys actually US based award दिया था सिनेमा के फील्ड में, है ना? So Shankar Mahadevan and Zakir Hussain fuse band Shakti bagged Grammys award for best global music album. ठीक है, so नाम याद रखिएगा, शंकर महादेवन, जाकिर हुसैन. Please remember these two names. The award album का नाम था This Moment, है ना? अब fusion band का नाम है Shakti. So please remember these terms and all, because yes, they can be asking it. So Grammys award are given, one of the topmost award in the field of industry, US industries and all from USA. This award is given, है ना? For outstanding achievement in the field of music industry, right? Okay. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.